Today we are going to see the portion related with your syllabus, that is transportation. Before this we have seen the nutrition, then we have seen the respiration, and now we are coming to the transportation. Transportation means to carry something from one place to another, that is transportation. And what are these some things? We have seen that whatever material we eat and drink, that goes into blood, and blood is said to be the river of our body, and this blood carries all the substances to the cells. Useful substances are transported to the cell, and the waste or harmful substances, they are carried away from the cell to the excretory organs. So who will carry these substances to the cell and from the cell to the excretory organs? That is blood, and that process is called the transportation. And that blood, it circulates throughout the body, blood flows throughout the body, and that process is called the circulation. That is a flow of the extracellular fluid. That means the fluid flows not into the cell, but it flows through the blood vessels or some pipelines, and this fluid is blood and lymph. The two fluids are there in our body which flow through the blood vessels, and that flow of extracellular fluid, that is blood and lymph, throughout the body is called circulation. And the system which is involved in this circulation, that is called the circulatory system. There are two types of circulatory system. One is a closed type of circulation, and second is an open type of circulation. Open circulation means where the blood flows for some time through the blood vessels, and for much time the blood flows through the body cavities. Every cell of the body, every tissue of the body comes in contact with the blood. That is called the open circulation, which is seen in crabs, which is seen in insects and cockroach. So in arthropods, in cockroach, insects, crabs, they show open circulation, where the blood, which is not in red color, which is called the lymph, which is colorless or whitish in color. And in closed circulation, the blood never comes out of blood vessels. The blood flows through the blood vessels, and out of these blood vessels, when the materials drain out, and these materials which drain out of blood vessels, they are taken up by the cells. The cell is not in direct contact with the blood, and that is called the closed circulation. Closed circulation was first, it is seen in humans. In humans we find there is a closed circulation, where the blood never comes out of blood vessels. The closed circulation was discovered by William Harvey in 1628. It was discovered by William Harvey in 1628. The human circulatory system is a closed circulatory system. And this blood, which is a river of our body, it carries the substances from one place to another. That means when our digestive system, when it digests the food, the simple form of the food material, that is glucose, amino acids, lipids, glycerol, fatty acids. These are absorbed by the intestinal villi and then it is passed to the blood, and blood will carry these substances and they will reach the substances to the cells. Same is the case when we respire. The oxygen goes to the lungs, alveoli. From alveoli, the blood will take it and the hemoglobin will carry this oxygen to the cell. We have seen in respiration. And when the cell gives out carbon dioxide after respiration, that carbon dioxide is carried again back to the lungs for exhalation. So all these things are done with the help of the blood. And that process is circulation and that is transportation. That means to carry the substances from one place to another. Oxygen is carried from lungs to the cell by hemoglobin that is present in RBC, and carbon dioxide will be carried to the lungs through plasma and some amount with the hemoglobin. So the circulation, it consists of three things. One is a blood, second is a heart, and the third is a blood vessels. That means three things are involved in this transportation. One, blood, which is a river of our body, which is a fluid connective tissue that connects each and every part of the body. And this blood will be pumped to the different parts, and that pumping organ is heart. Heart is working as a pump. And the pipelines through which the blood flows, these pipelines are called the blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels in body: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries carry oxygenated blood, that means pure blood, oxygenated blood. The veins carry deoxygenated blood, that means impure blood containing carbon dioxide, and capillaries are the fine blood vessels through which the materials drain out and they are supplied to the cells. So three kinds of blood vessels are there through which the blood flows. So if we see the blood is a fluid connective tissue. The blood is a fluid connective tissue, or it is a liquid connective tissue. The blood flows throughout the body, and that's why we say the blood as a river of our body. In a human adult, there is about 5 liters of blood. In human body, the amount of blood is around 5 liters, and the pH of the blood is 7.4. pH is 7.4, so it is little alkaline. It is red in color, it is thick, viscous, little thicker than water, and the pH is 7.4. The study of blood is called hematology. The branch in which we study the blood and its composition, that is called the hematology. If you see the composition of the blood consists of two parts. In blood, the two components are plasma and cells, or we call them corpuscles. The plasma is around 55%. In blood, the plasma is 55%. That means if we take the blood in a beaker or in a tube, in this 55% will be plasma, which is a watery material, and in this around 40% or 45%, 45% cells are suspended. The cells are 45%. And the cells which are present, they are three main types: RBCs, WBC and platelets. Three types of cells are there: RBC, WBC and platelets. The plasma is a fluid, and this plasma contains mainly water. Main composition of plasma is water, which is around 90 to 92%. Main water is there, and in this water the different substances are added, mixed. And what are these substances? Excretory materials like urea, uric acid, creatinine, hippuric acid and so on. There are hormones which are secreted by the endocrine glands, and these hormones, they control the metabolism of our body. So hormones are also transported through blood, and the plasma carries the hormones. It contains proteins. Mainly the proteins are albumin, globulin, heparin. Heparin is a protein which is anti-clotting agent. So, and fibrinogen. Fibrinogen is necessary for blood clotting. After injury, when the blood clots, that is due to fibrinogen. In this we find the respiratory gases. Respiratory gases are carbon dioxide and oxygen. These are the respiratory gases. And these respiratory gases, they are present in plasma. Some amount of the gases are transported through hemoglobin, RBC, and mainly in plasma. So the plasma contains mainly 90 to 92% water, and in this the different types of substances, salts are there, magnesium chloride, sodium chloride, so carbonates. These substances are present in a plasma which are in the dissolved state. And if you see the cellular structure, the cells, there are three types of cells, that is RBC, which are called erythrocytes, WBC, which are also called leukocytes, and third, platelets, which are also called thrombocytes. So three types of cellular materials are present in a plasma. So plasma is 55% and the cellular mass is around 45%. In that RBC, WBC and platelets. So this is about the blood and its composition. What things are present in blood? So blood is a fluid connective tissue. The circulation of the blood takes place through the blood vessels, and the pumping organ is heart. The pipelines through which the blood flows is called the blood vessels. The pipelines are the blood vessels which contains arteries, veins and capillaries. So blood is a fluid connective tissue, around 5 liters blood. Alkaline hematology is a branch related with the study of blood. It contains plasma and the cellular mass. So this is about the blood composition, which has got 55% plasma, which carries water and other substances which are in the dissolved state, and the cells or corpuscles, they are RBC, WBC and platelets. So today it is over. In the next video we shall continue with this.